Hey, it's Chef Michael, the singing chef, coming to you from the Johnson Urban Farmstead. I'm doing well now, but I was sidelined there for about 10 days with something called skeeter syndrome, which basically makes your eyes swell shut, and it's not a lot of fun, but doing good now. We've got a lot of blooms going on our aster, and we're having to support a lot of them now that they're getting so top heavy, and they just keep putting on more blooms. Farmers market update. We've got 13 days until our first farmers market. Hoping to have about 30 vases to sell. I have 8-ounce mason jars and 16-ounce mason jars. Now all we need is flowers. We've been getting a ton of Hungarian hot wax peppers and banana peppers. It's the time of the year in the garden where you have to spend a lot of time indoors processing things. And our zinnia are really starting to come together here. I'm thinking I need to top some of those, so in 12 days I've got some new fresh blooms. Hoping some of this goldenrod will still be alive and looking well in 2 weeks, but we'll just have to see. Next year I'm planning on going in full steam on the flowers, so I'll have a lot more varieties. Been cutting flowers and making vases all week. Preparation for the big day. Patty pan squash is starting to slow down a little bit, but we're still getting a few to set on. And the peppers just love this time of year. We're out here picking peppers constantly. Got to come out tonight and deadhead a lot of these marigolds. And I'm hoping a lot of these black-eyed Susan in 2 weeks are still viable. The Tithonia is looking great, and it has started attracting some butterflies. We saw our first monarch today. Generally in this part of the country, they'll migrate through September and head out in October, so nice to have them here a little early. Last year we had as many as 20 on our Tithonia, and we went on vacation in October and came back and they had all left. Picked a lot of sun gold and black cherry today. And we picked all of our onions. We'll show you they're out back drying now and trying to decide what we want to put in this bed. We'll turn it over in the next week or two with probably carrots, I'm thinking. And our hanging baskets of petunias were getting really leggy, so we gave them a serious haircut, and they're already starting to come back pretty nice. I've got some baskets in the back I need to do the same thing to. It's hard to cut off the flowers you've worked so hard for, but there will be a reward at the end. And there's the Tithonia. Soon the monarch butterflies will follow. gotta kind of hide that I haven't cut back these flowers from the AC unit yet like my wife asked, so that's got to be done today in case she watches the video. And around the back we go. And finally, after months, we've got our water hyacinth blooming. The bloom lasts one day, so enjoy it while it's there. But now that they're blooming, they'll start popping up pretty frequently. So if you ever have the need to buy a water hyacinth, only buy one. That's what we started with. And now I don't even know how many that is, 30 maybe more than that. But it keeps the temperature of the pond nice for the goldfish, so we'll probably pull half those out here in a couple weeks. Hasn't been a great year for tomatoes so far, except for the sun gold. Got some height on that one. It's above the fence now. And there's a lot of tomatoes on there. But I think we've about had it with heirloom tomatoes. Nothing but problems. I have a black crim on there on the end we got 2 tomatoes off of, and it doesn't look like there's any more flowers. So of all the aster I've planted, this is the only white bloom we found so far. I had 50, so a few more are going to pop up somewhere. This is the box of petunias that are getting leggy that I need to trim back. I'll bite the bullet and do that today. And this is the one that I've already trimmed back. I was wondering if I could dig up some of these marigolds and sell them for about 10 bucks each. This is one I dug up a few days ago, and at first it didn't look so great, but I think it'll come alive, so we'll see how that goes. I might have 15 or 20 of those I'll dig up for the farmer's market. Gotten a few meals out of the green beans, and we finally have cucumbers growing. Picked one so far, but there's 5 or 6 now, and I think we've solved the problem of what we were doing wrong. Uneven watering. They just like to stay fairly moist, apparently. That's a Tithonia that just came up from seeds that fell from last year. So we've got that one and 3 more in there, maybe a few more underneath it. It's kind of survival of the fittest in this bed right now. We've got calendula in there. I'll zero in on that for you. Need to get in and deadhead some of those. And marigolds around the edge, all fighting in the canopy of the Tithonia. Blueberries we might dig up. They don't, I think, have the right pH balance in the soil here, so we might put them in pots. We'll just have to see. Excited about the blackberries for next year. And the grape here on the end that we thought was dead has come back to life. So that's awesome. Oh, there's our biggest watermelon. It looks like my son has made a little, it's like a watermelon in a manger. Look at that. And here's another one. He gave them all a hay bath. Everywhere you see a little mound of hay, I guess is a watermelon. Came out the other day and staked our eggplant And a few onions in there too. So far there's just one on each plant. Looks like you threw a little hay on there too. We're going out of town for 5 days, so we're relying on the grace of Mother Nature to keep everything alive. We've got these beds. We harvested our onions and our garlic, so those are ready to replant here in the next couple weeks. Maybe some peas and some radishes. And I'm hoping this is the week, the next 10 days or so, that all these zinnias start to bloom. Got in there and weeded as much as I had time for. As many mosquito bites as I could stand. And uncovered a lot of tiny little zinnia that hopefully I gave enough light to spring to life. Coming around here to the marigold carpet, starting to bloom pretty nice. Nothing but marigolds everywhere you look. Just call me the marigold man. Cleaning house, and I found bags and bags of seeds that I still have from last year. I haven't even started saving seeds yet this year. I have so many marigolds. I think I'll be all right. And there's a few zinnia popping up out of there too. Oh, there's a zinnia bloom. That's a good sign. And these aster are getting so tall now that we've had to stake them with some bamboo stakes, which my son is not in love with. He said a plant should be smart enough to support its own weight. I agree. But I like them. They are nice. And there's the onions drying. Those are just about cured. And come back up through this way. We'll show you our favorite salsa recipe here as soon as we have some more tomatoes. That's our cilantro. And then our parsley's starting to look pretty good. All those aster are really top heavy now, especially when it rains. But there's a lot more blooms and stems coming, so I'm optimistic. Thanks for joining us. Come back next time to see what's blooming.